Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome back to another new video, and in this video we will see that how we can send post data using fetch function of the JavaScript, and we will send the post data to the server using the fetch function of JavaScript, and through which we can prevent the reloading of the page which is handled at the client side. As you can see, when I'm submitting this form it is reloading, but I don't want this page to reload. I want this page to give me the server response right here and without reloading the page. So I will use the fetch function of the JavaScript, which is predefined. So as you can see, I have created a form here and there is a div which will handle the server response. So we will start coding from here. As you can see, I have created all the pointers regarding to these elements, and I am typing here form, and I am typing here form underscore form pointer dot on submit. There will be a function, okay, and this function will take a variable. I am just typing here ev, which stands for event. So I will type here ev dot prevent default, and then we will type here the fetch function. Okay, so as you can see here, what does this function is doing here right now. When I typed here ev.prevent default, first I am commenting this out. When I typed here ev.prevent default, so it means that when this form is submitted, the default setting of the submit button is prevented. So as you can see, when I click on the request, this will do nothing because all the default settings are prevented. So I will create my own setting here, fetch function. So I will use the backend file here /backend.php, which I have created in my root directory, as you can see in the backend.php. So I will use this file backend.php, and here this will take an object data. I'm parsing here a variable. So I want to create this variable up here. So I will set its data type to constant. So I'm setting this variable as a constant because I don't want to change its value. Okay, object data is equals to an object. Okay, this will be an object. So we will type here method, and the method is post, and another thing, it will take the body. This will be the data which will take into the server. So this will be the string. This must be the string that will send to the server. So but in this case we cannot use a string. We want to send an object to the server where that object can store a name, password, and more things as required. So I can use here json.stringify. I will use this function, and in this function we can use an object. Okay, so I am writing this object in a new line. So in this object I have a username, and in this username I will use username element dot value, and here I will use password key, and in password key we will use password element dot value. Okay, I am giving these two elements inputs value to the server, and then what you need to do here, just type here then, because this fetch function will return a promise. So I am using then here. I'm zooming here for you to clearly see what I'm doing here. I'm using the fetch function, and this function will return a promise. So I'm using then here, and this will give us the response object from the server, and this is a function. Okay, so what we will do with the response object, we want the response text from the server. So we will use response object dot text function, which is also a promise. So we will use then and then we will receive response text. Okay, so now we have got the response text here. So now we can store in the outputs variable here. Okay, output variable dot inner text, inner text is equals to response text, INNER. So now we can code the backend file of the server. That's all for the client side. So now we can code at the backend. Okay, this is the old data. So now here we can use a function to get this data from the body, which we are sending here on the body. We can receive it here by using this function, file underscore get contents, and this function will take a string which must be here php input, php ://input, and there is a semicolon. So now we can print it, and this printed file will be sent as a response to the client. So let's see what is happening here. At the browser, I'm reloading this. Okay, I'm typing here name Bilal and password 123. So let's submit this form. As you can see, the response from the server, this is JSON encoded response. We can decode it on the server also. As you can see, I'm doing here. First, I'm removing this echo function here. I am moving this whole function into another function, and its function name will be, JSON underscore decode, and the second thing, this function will take true because we want an associative array. So we can now this will return an array. So now this will return an associative array, so we can now store it into post variable, or you can set here any variable here, but now I am setting it here to the post variable. So now we can use $_post. Let's say we want password. We want the password from the user. As you can see, we have got the password from the user using this post variable also. So as you can see, I can echo it by the echo function, and client can also see this, as you can see 1 2 3, and as you can see, we can receive it, or I can also use username, and I can also use username here, as you can see. And if you are interested to see these codes which I have written here, you can find on the description link. Just go to the description. You can find on the description. Just go to the description and type here and there you can find my Instagram ID. So as you can see, you can find my Instagram ID here, and when my Instagram ID opens, as you can see, here is my website. Okay, you can open my website from here and just search 2022 1201 and an F and hit enter key. As you can see, you will get this post here, and you can open this post, and as you can see, all the data here, you can copy it from here. This is the backend file at the bottom, and this is the whole HTML file here. You can copy from here. Okay, so thanks for your time. Have a good day. Allah Hafiz.